Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher. We're at Triss's house at the beginning of Chapter 3, and this quite nice music is playing in the background. I've just been sort of sitting here listening to it for a little while. We finally finished Chapter 2 last time, folks, and we've begun Chapter 3, where we have a few things to do, one of which is to go to a reception that Luvarden has invited us to, I think, among other things. One of which is collecting my reward from Kalkstein for the whole Mage's Tower thing. But yes, posh reception. Triss is trying to convince me to go to Luvarden's reception. It's due to take place on the upper floor of the new Narracore. Finest keepers. I found the heirlooms. A lot of oh, right, this stupid quest still in there. Never mind. And Triss asked us to set 3 magical sensors in 3 places in Vizima. In the trade quarter near the town hall, in the temple quarter by the entrance to the sewers, which I imagine is why there was that sort of statue thing that I could interact with there. I've now figured that out. And at the cemetery as well, so we're going to go back there again. Alright. Yes, Triss claims the anomalies are causing more monsters to appear in Vizima. The sensors should help us discover the source of these anomalies. Very well. Oh, here's the downstairs. Very nice. Anything I could loot? Rivian Pogrom. Story of the non-human pogrom in Rivia, during which the famed Geralt of Rivia perished. Right. Yeah, this is basically what happened at the end of the Witcher novels, if I recall. So I suppose in a way that's spoilers, so look away when I choose to read it. If you don't want to know how the books end, but that's kind of already been spoiled for you at this point if you're playing the game, so whatever. After the war, the people of Rivia were unhappy. Poverty was the plight of many, and most believed the kings and magnates had betrayed them during the peace talks by not exacting reparations from Nilfgaard. A scapegoat was needed, and as usual, it was the changelings, non-humans and witches. A mere spark was required to send a furious crowd into the streets. Anyone who seemed different was targeted. Dwarves, elves, and those accused of using spells were all murdered. People also used the situation to settle old scores, loot, and rape. I admit shamefully that few were brave enough to stand in defense of the persecuted. Among those few was the famous Geralt of Rivia, who in seeking to protect his friends, was struck with a pitchfork and died. There would have been more victims if not for the intervention of Triss Merigold. The sorceress sent a powerful hailstorm down on the crowd. Only that powerful spell could stop the rioting. What happened to the body of Geralt of Rivia and those who stood by his side, I do not know. This book adds a character entry to the journal. There you go. Come right. Sorceresses and sorcerers. We've already read this, apparently. Oh yeah, I remember reading that. Kind of... Why can't I put things in containers in this game? Never mind. Yes, apologies if you didn't want that sort of spoiler, but ultimately I haven't finished reading the Witcher novels either, and I already know how that bit turns out through playing the games, and it doesn't bother me at all, really. Sometimes it's not that bad knowing how something ends. It's really about the journey. It's about the friends we make along the way, isn't it, really? Pear and some Cintrian fire. We don't really need either of those, thank you very much. Right, let's go out the front door. To the trade quarter. New loading screen, everybody. Savor it. And new music. you're listening to that sort of main theme, that sort of leitmotif of the Witcher series there when you in this particular piece of music, and it's interesting because it's in this game. Ooh.
You stop!
Yes?
Your pass.
You're overdoing it with the passes.
Complain to the king.
He's returned?
No, but all new edicts bear his seal.
Farewell.
Right. Yes, there's a state of emergency declared, so it's all martial law and stuff in it. But yes, as I was saying, it's that theme is in this game, and it's in the third game, but it's not in the second one.
Damn, it's hot in this thing.
For some reason, don't know why. Just you know, weird. You're a jester, are you? You look a lot like some of the thugs I've killed, but fine.
What's the difference between a sister in a religious order and the king's sister? Orders don't generally deflower their sisters.
Ha ha ha! Truly the soul of wit! But yes, King Foltest did bugger his sister, it's true. Armoured guardsman.
Serving the crown.
Did you draw the short straw or something when they were doling out the armour, mate? You look ridiculous. Alright, so new area to explore. Interesting. The trade quarter, everybody. What have we got here? Blacksmith, sensor location, old forge, new Narracoa Inn, and herbalist. Well, I'll tell you what. Prefer hard and fast solutions. Don't care to strike more than once. Try the Terminator two-handed battle hammer. Into speed and finesse. Look no further. Try the Virileden mini bastard sword featuring an extended hilt. I like the battle hammer. That sounds fun. I have a soft spot for fantasy heroes with battle hammers. On account of being a Warhammer fan. Let's see. Where am I going here? Alright, I think we found the inn. It's just over there. Actually wanted to go in completely the opposite direction, funnily enough. Performance in this area seems a bit lackluster, actually. As in my frame rate, that is. Bit of hitching and stuttering from time to time.
Always shop with your sword.
What do we got here? Player, arms dealer. Ah, we have smiths and shops and things here, right? I mean, it is the trade quarter.
Are you ill?
It certainly makes a degree of sense, does it not? Okay, it's down here somewhere, I think. Ah. Here we go. Assuming this is in my quest items. Yep, there we go. Burst sensor, done. 2 to go. Where was the... I know one's outside the sewers in the other bit. Oh, it's the cemetery, isn't it? That's where the other one is.
It's hot in this thing.
Yeah, I bet it would be, actually. Lovely sunny day like today.
It's hot in this thing.
It's a lovely sunny day right now, actually. I'd rather be out in the garden than sitting in here recording videos, but job's a job. I sympathise on a fundamental level with that poor guardsman in his tin suit, I've got to say. Ooh, unknown herb, cannot gather. Interesting.
Nothing but gold.
Bookseller.
A good book, perhaps.
I was hoping to sell you one.
I thought only wholesalers came to market.
Retailers enjoy good business too.
Oh, what have you got then? The Last Wish, a treatise on elemental genies, and also the title of the first Witcher novel. Druid's Herbarium. 600 orans! Plants of Barren Lands. The Great Book of Minerals. Wonderful world of insectoids. Devoted to insect-like monsters, Kikimoras and bees. Vampires. Term of Fear and Loathing, Volume 2. I've already read it, apparently. Some really useful looking books here, but they're, oh my god, they're expensive. Look at this one, this is 800. I'll have this one for now. Plants of Barren Lands, Wolf's Aloe, Bryonia, Verbena, Honeysuckle, and Genatia. The methods of obtaining alchemical ingredients from these plants are also discussed. Excellent. Have it back now, please. You could have these and all. Oof, that's put me quite a bit out of pocket, but yeah, whatever. Right, I wonder if that'll allow me to pick this plant over here. Kind of looks familiar. Genatia. There we go. Right. Hello.
Siegfried fancies my daughter.
Does he indeed? I haven't seen Siegfried for a while.
The law of surprise.
Geralt, you really made that difficult, didn't you?
What a day.
My legs just start dancing.
Vellerad need only employ 3 sorcerers. Then, all the monsters and bandits would disappear.
Would they indeed?
You're Geralt of Rivia. You slew the dragon from Quartz Mountain.
Did he?
I'm angry. Don't disturb.
I don't think he did. I mean, probably people think he did, but he didn't.
He's so courtly.
Noble
Foltest returns.
Noble woman, sorry.
He's sure to oust Vellerad.
I'll call the guards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can a man not pick flowers and say hello?
Why are these barricades?
Yeah, it's a good question, mate. It's a good question. I'm sure we'll find out.
A monster annihilated a pharmacist and his apprentice at the Merchant's Gate.
My beau habitually returns drunk.
A monster annihilated a pharmacist and his apprentice at the
I shan't
Merchant's
speak
Gate.
with a vagabond.
All according
Oh,
to... I
the
shall complain to
vagabond.
Princess Ada about the soldiers' brutality.
Topical.
Those monsters grow so big, we'll roll the catapults out of the armory.
What brings you here? Never mind. If they stop me one more time at the barricade...
Geralt of Rivia.
In the flesh.
You managed to avoid the quarantine and gain official support. Martial law is in effect. Wartime rules apply.
I'll do my best to comply.
You'd better. Traitors taste steel.
Finally, a guard that actually recognises him on sight. As I've said before, Geralt should be vaguely famous in Vizima, considering.
What was that about martial law?
King Foltest has declared martial law in Vizima.
Why is that?
The plague's in half the kingdom, and monsters roam the city's streets.
And the quarantine and patrols aren't enough?
Never you mind.
I'm looking for...
I'm a high-ranking officer.
But I just wanted to.
Okay. Helpful fellow. Not. Kind of looked like a door you could go into, that one, but never mind. Not really doing much at the moment, other than just sort of generally exploring. Guardhouse, okay. Ah! Some more Knights of the Order.
Enough of this.
Siegfried spoke of you.
I'm glad he did.
We give our lives to the Order. The eternal fire lights my way.
Oh, it's you again.
Greetings, Witcher.
The outskirts cramping you?
I was ordered back to Vizima. King Foltest is returning soon. In the meantime, I reward those who tend to public nuisances.
Public nuisances?
Rewards for monsters. Got anything?
What pays well?
A huge wolf has appeared in the swamp, and the locals claim wyverns steal their children.
Wyverns don't hunt humans without provocation.
Locals, nothing but trouble. They probably tried to drive the wyverns off.
Tell me more.
Ask.
Ah, that'll be the quest that I needed all that wyvern meat for, that I've mostly eaten at this point.
Where did you learn about monsters?
A family heirloom. A book wherein all beasts are described and shown. Know what it says there?
What?
Each monster embodies a human iniquity. Devourers, gluttony, vampires, drunkenness.
What's a giant centipede embody? Farewell.
Right.
The dialogue's not as good in this game as it is in 2 and 3, but it has its moments.
Why do you stare?
Hello.
I don't talk to strangers.
Probably wise.
My beau habitually returns drunk.
You're not from these parts?
That's right.
You must think you can sweep any lady off her feet.
Well...
You think I'd go to bed with you?
What? Geralt, look, okay, you're in enough trouble as it is between Shani and Triss right now being in the same city together. Just go take a shower, mate.
Goodbye.
Quite the dangerous one bearing weapons on your back. I see more rats roaming the streets than
My beau habitually returns drunk.
The neighborhood has lost charm since they...
You're Geralt of Rivia.
No,
the
didn't.
dragon from Quartz Mountain.
I wish to move to the Temple Quarter.
Why would you move to the Temple Quarter? It's horrible. It's horrible. This is much nicer.
Never mind.
Veller, I'd need only employ 3
I've already
sorcerers.
heard this before. Okay, who are you?
Perfect. A witcher completes this mess. Gossip and rumors. Only palace courtiers can match market vendors.
What?
Whoa. Oh, it's raining.
Scheme.
Wouldn't mind a bit of rain right now, honestly. In real life, this week apparently is going to be an absolute scorcher, and I'm going to be stuck inside making videos for most of it. Right, we've done a bit of a circle here. We're back at Trista's house. So, there's still more here, actually. There's an old forge around there and stuff. There's these barricades in the way right now. That's what these are, I assume. Well, I tell you what, how about we go to the inn and see about this reception?
Depressing weather.
It's raining, but it's not a lot of cloud. Bit weird, if you ask me.
I detest more.
Let's just go. Bit of a garden path. Not a garden plank, though. Hello, Geralt of Rivia here. Just come to collect the Witcher tax, although I better save it just in case. Maybe the trade quarter people will get a bit more uppity about you randomly nicking this stuff. Who knows? Ham sandwich. You know what? I'll take that. Fish. Yeah. Dwarven spirit. Strong alcohol potion base. Thank you very much. I probably have a few potions I need to make after having done the end of chapter 2 there. Used a few.
It seems I withdrew my savings from Vivaldi's bank in time.
Oh. There's been a run on the bank.
Velarat has gone grey just recently.
You got anything in here? Ah, a crate. It looks an awful lot like a chest, but hey. A shawl. Whatever. If I ever need a shawl for whatever strange reason, I'll make a mental note that there's one in this house. Okay. Ah, nose board. Marvellous. What have we got? Archspore contract. Gravier contract. Cockatrice contract. Fleder. Ghoul. Kikimora. And Wyvern.
None may say I consort with witches.
You're green for some reason.
Mother hates me speaking with strangers.
Alright. This is a serious inn.
You'll only bring trouble.
Impossible.
Oh, look at that reflective effect on the polished marble floor. It's pretty good considering how old this game is.
I feel I've heard of you. I don't recall the context, but I remember it was a bloody story.
Sounds about right.
Damn, it's hot in this day.
Standing there like a bloody quest giver. Oh, hello.
A witcher? They said your kind was extinct.
Very nearly. I'm Geralt.
I'd rather not reveal my true name, my knightly vows. If you wish, you may call me Patrick de Wazy.
Of the, Flaming Rose?
Indeed, I'm a member. Perhaps you could lend me some assistance.
With what?
My sister. Will you hear her story? One day we found her unconscious in bed. Blood trickled from fang marks on her neck. We had no doubts, a vampire.
Fang marks don't necessarily mean a vampire.
These clearly did, for after a time, my sister disappeared. She must have been transformed and then escaped.
If she is a vampire, I'll have to.
Above all, I would like you to find her. Confirm our suspicions.
Do you know one Siegfried of Danale?
Indeed.
What news of him?
He is due to be promoted. In fact, he possibly has been already. I don't know, we never speak.
Can you tell me why?
He is transformed since the swamp. I said to him, Honorable Siegfried, I congratulate you. Your honor and faith vanquished the pagan rabble. He gazed upon me strangely, saying, Honorable? Perhaps. Honor and faith? Certainly not. We were victorious, for they were hungry and poorly armed. A bit of blood, and he has forgotten all about honor. He should follow his father's example.
Where can I find him?
His father? Dead. Purportedly torn apart by a manticore.
I meant Siegfried.
He trains recruits in front of the Order's seat in the Temple Quarter.
Yeah, we kind of missed out on a whole battle thing between the Scoia'tael and the Knights of the Flaming Rose in the swamp. I don't really know how I managed to miss that. I just sort of did in Chapter 2. So maybe we should catch up with Siegfried next, see how he's getting on, because it sounds a bit like he's not getting on terribly well.
Yes?
All right. I'll look for your sister.
You should have no trouble recognizing her. None can ignore her azure eyes. She is a slim, beautiful blonde.
I'll do what I can.
Well, get out of my way, man.
Fighting or watching?
My taxes support twits in City Hall.
Do you know what the thing is, though? We're in a new chapter with new locations. You know what that means? Well, it means two things. One, more fist fights. Two, more dice poker. Yes.
Greetings, Whitey. Got money? Wanna fight?
Oh, yes.
No way,
Oh,
not me.
come on, man.
Great.
Come on, at least 50. Cheapskate. There we go.
Should be an interesting fight. Ready?
Why even let the bar go that high if he's never going to accept it, eh?
Fighting or
Whoa, 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 you cheeky bastard. Attacking me while I still don't have any control over my character.
You fight like a lass.
Guess he needs every advantage he can get, to be fair. Slap.
Indeed. This will
Whenever you're ready, game.
You're not bad. It's no shame losing to the white-haired one.
His voice has changed 3 times now in the last minute or so.
Want a beating, stranger? We fight for money.
Oh, whatever.
I'll kick your ass and make money doing it.
We'll see.
No challengers? I'll smash your face.
Will you indeed? Not if you keep aiming for directly above my head.
No challengers?
What was I supposed to do?
You win one.
Yeah. Who's the really tough one around here I should probably be fighting?
Who wants to get no challengers?
Greetings, Whitey. Got money?
Wanna fight? Yeah.
Should be.
Bring it up.
Go on, I'll slap the lot of
I'm
yous.
itching to hit someone.
I've said it before, folks, but you'll just have to trust me. The fist fighting does get better in the later games. If I recall, in The Witcher 2, it's like a quick time event type thing, I think. Witcher 2 does like its quick time events, unfortunately. But in The Witcher 3, it's like proper, full-on, a decent fist fighting combat system.
You're not bad. It's...
Right, you've got a name.
I was once invincible, the Great White Hope.
Huh?
Now I loiter around cesspools because of one fight.
You were a warrior?
A boxer. I had fans galore. Women, gold. And now?
What happened?
Judges disliked blows below the belt. They disqualified me.
I see.
I fought until...
Until?
I fought the lion.
Did he...
One punch. Deadly. And I realised I'd never win. I've worn a hood ever since to avoid being recognised.
After one punch?
It was a spiritual transformation. I can take you.
A wager, huh?
200 orins.
Orins.
I'm in.
Your mother sucks dwarf cock.
You bastard!
Oh, Oh, he dodged. Oh, he dodged again. And again. He's officially the most talented fistfighter I've fought so far. And yet, that's unfortunately not saying much.
Did you train with the lion?
I'm a witcher. I win.
Take your prize.
Meteorite, steel and runic stone, or magical sign and runic stone. What a magical sign is, honestly.
I'll take the magical sign and the runic stone.
Here.
We got an earth rune. Yeah, I would like to actually visit a swordsmith in town here and get this looked at, because I've got a bunch of rune stones now, I think. 2 Svarog rune stones and an earth rune. A couple of earth runes, actually. Oh no, these are temporary watch uppies, okay. These are your, like, proper upgrades. They can be branded into a silver blade, yeah. Oh, we only need 1 more of them, then I suppose, and I can upgrade my sword, because I think you need 3, don't you? I've got some red meteorite, and, isn't there a storage around here? So I should probably talk to the innkeeper. I'm gonna eat that, just to get back a bit of inventory space.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Right now, I just want this, but I'll ask him about the other stuff too. Yeah, there you go, red meteorite. Red? I thought I gave those to Shani. Whatever. So, that's going to go in there, and these are going to go in there as well. I don't think... I do need to read these first. Whoops. I think I have... The Fleder maybe not, but I think most of them I have beastry entries for. Right, there we go. That's cleared out a lot of space. Golem's Pith. As well. White roses can go. Fishies! Diamond dust. Salamander brooch. Museum champion. We don't really need that. These 10 wolf pelts. They can just get lost. I'm never going to find someone who'll buy those bloody things, am I? 6 freaking whetstones. Is that really necessary? Okay. Just hit the sort button. There we go. Unknown potion. Off to storage with you, I think. Any more of those unknown potions about? I think we're good. Okay. I'm satisfied with that.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Greetings.
Can I help you?
Cat.
I'm here about the notice.
Yes, the wyvern meat. You have 3 pieces?
Oh, this is the tavern of people with different voices.
Not yet.
No rush.
Wait, come on.
Tell me about the meetings that occur upstairs.
The noble Luvarden of the Merchants Guild rented the first floor of my inn. I'm to supply food and drink and keep my mouth shut.
I'm invited. Tell me more.
If so, you know all you need to know. If you feel you don't honor my discretion...
Maybe some gold will untie your tongue.
I like gold, but you can't possibly pay me as much as Luvarden. Besides, I'd rather not annoy his backers.
Who's backing Luvarden?
Quiet! I've said too much already.
Wait, come back.
Forgive me.
Oh,
Busy now.
God's sake. There are more dialogue options. Dandelion. What ho?
Geralt, I'm glad you're here.
I'm not in the mood for music, Dandelion. We'll talk later.
Geralt, I promised to perform for all these people and I don't have my loot.
Then you have a problem.
Geralt.
Now, one of the things we should do, in direct contravention of what Triss told us, tricksy lady, we should talk to people who knew us from before we lost our memory, in order to try and restore memories. So, Dandelion is one such fellow.
What happened to your loot?
Long story. Tell you over a drink?
Well...
I just put thing in the thing.
Oh, forgive me.
Oh, you asshole, I need my stuff. Alright, just find a barmaid. You're a townswoman. I do apologize, madam.
That's
You look
what I'll do.
freaking identical to the barmaid, though.
I'll take your order in a minute.
Alright, what do we got? Ooh, you know what? Just some general potion making alcohol wouldn't be a terrible idea right now, so... You got any high quality? Yeah. There we go. And... Dandelion strikes me as a wine guy, for sure. What would he prefer? Probably white wine. Just a hunch. Okay.
Geralt.
Wait a minute, this is a... wait. This is a drinking contest type thing in it. No,
Don't
forget
be
it.
ridiculous, Geralt. Geralt.
What's so special about this loot?
It's the one I got from Teruviel in the Valley of Flowers. Remember?
Ooh, I do. That's from the first book, I think. Or possibly the second one. I don't remember.
Who's Teruviel?
The she-elf from the Blue Mountains. You did quite a number on her nose when you two first met.
Where is she now?
I heard she joined the Skoyatel. I wonder if she's still alive.
In the Valley of Flowers?
I even wrote a ballad about that, where the devil says goodnight. I'll be singing it today.
I remember that. I don't recall.
I remember that.
Great. So you know why I want that loot back.
What's so special?
It's the one...
Oh, we can just say the other one if we fancy it too.
I don't recall.
And that just ends the conversation, apparently. Okay. Fine.
Geralt.
How did you get in the trade quarter?
Personal charm and fame open a lot of doors.
I doubt city guards appreciate poetry.
Geralt, you know so little. I approached a wealthy merchant whose daughter studied lute under me. With all the right contacts, he obtained a pass for me, thus demonstrating his appreciation for art. Sadly, we're no longer friends.
Alright, toodles.
See you.
Anyone want to play dice poker, perchance? Anyone? Merchant.
At last, some respite. Time passes faster in good company.
Master Luvarden requests your company at 6 in the evening.
Oh, I don't have a clock, mate. That's going to be tricky. Bloody innkeeper won't talk to me. Yeah, there's back door. No. What else could we be doing right now? Ah! Reward! Kalkstein. That's a thing. Banquet at 6. All the King's Men. I may want to steer clear of politics, a sense it's impossible in Vizima. I don't aim to look for trouble, though. King order Velerad to declare a state of emergency. Blue eyes. Look around town. Okay, that's nice and vague. Incredible blue eyes, and I think she's blonde as well, he said, in addition to that, so... Keep an eye out for blonde chicks, basically. Yeah, again. Just let me delete this from the journal. Bloody game. Look for a stronger opponent. Right. Algol contract. Marrow of 3 Algols for Kalkstein. We never got around to that, did we? 3 flasks of Archspore juice for the jailer. Cockatrice. 5 cockatrice feathers for the scribe. I have no idea where we're going to find those, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll encounter some eventually. Fludder contract. We need to collect the fangs of 3 Fludders for Velerad. I've got a Fludder fang in my inventory. I think I got rid of another one. I think I sold it or something stupid like that for like 10 orens. If we're going back to the cemetery again, which we are, the Fludder in the crypt might respawn again, in which case I can go kill it again a couple more times, and that will give me enough fangs, hopefully. Ghouls, well, you know, we find them all over the place. 12 ghouls. I might even have 12 ghoul blood on me as it is, actually. Who's that? Velerad. Gravier bones. Might also already have that too, actually. Now, Kikimora. I don't know if we found one of them yet. The claws of 10 Kikimoras. For Velerad. Don't know if that's even in our bestiary, honestly. The source. Yeah, 2 more sensors. A wyvern contract. 3 portions of wyvern meat for the innkeeper. Do I have 3 left? Because that's not much. Oh, I've got 1, so I can just go kill a couple of wyverns. And that'll be job done. So look at the monsters. Basilisk. I've got Archspore, I've got Cockatrice. Looks quite similar to the Basilisk, doesn't it? But not quite the same. Do I have a Fludder in here? Royal Wyvern? Wyvern? Stringer, Werewolf. Wild Hunt. Hellhound. Golem. Frightener. No Fludder. Unless it's under vampires. Which I don't actually have in here. Interesting. Maybe I can somehow do this without having the entry in the bestiary, because I've got Fludder fangs. I've collected them in the past from Fludders. And yet it's not in here. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, all of that will be next time, folks, where I think I'll probably go back to the Temple Quarter and take care of a few things there, including the cemetery. And there's a wolf in the swamp as well. Apparently, that's worth looking into for sure. Yeah, and go to the swamp to kill a couple more wyverns as well. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Welcome to Chapter 3, everybody. We've already got loads of stuff to do. I look forward to doing it. Toodaloo.